How are we doing, everybody?
Hola.
Welcome to another episode of Getting Gently With It. Today is the Voters' Choice Bonanza Extravagant. I gotta stop doing that. It's the Voters' Choice gameplay for Saturday night's live stream.
Yes.
Is that a better name?
Well, I think we still should find out.
We gotta find an official name, but it's the Voters' Choice Saturday gameplay. We don't have a members voting choice because we currently, I think, have one member, which is Dave's Poke Life. So David is our only member, so he would win all the votes. So we kind of haven't started throwing up polls for our Tuesday and Thursday games. But tonight we are playing Marble Champions. So we did get a couple games in, and we realized this is not as easy as it seems. So this is our first living card game. So for those of you that are not aware, a living card game basically, unlike a CCG, a collectible card game, or a TCG, a tradable card game, you're not buying these cards in packs to collect them or trade them or what have you. The value of these cards are zero. So we, unlike Pokemon and people fighting over the Pokemon and scalpers, you don't have to worry about that with this game. So what you do is you basically buy a core box. We didn't do an unboxing. I'll eventually do an unboxing of all of them because I want to show my inserts. A lot of people like showing and seeing how people put in their inserts. But you buy a core box. You can buy additional hero packs. You can buy small scenario packs, or you can buy big campaign boxes. We have it all. We're thinking that we'll probably maybe make this our Thursday card game night, unless some new card game comes out in between, and we'll throw that in. Like there is a new Keyforge coming out, and there is new Pokemon V Battle decks coming out in middle to late May, somewhere around there. So with that said, what this is, Marble Champions, is you are playing between 1, 2, I'm not even sure, I guess 4 players, because they give you 4 of these dials. Up to 4 players can play against a common bad guy. So each player gets a deck, and when you buy the game, it comes with a starter deck. So we're going to be playing with the starter decks. What we're playing right now is considered the setup or the startup scenario that you find in the Learn to Play manual. Each deck is comprised of 40 cards, or is what the recommended. I think you can go up to either 50 or 60, but 40 is the sweet spot. Don't go above 40. And the cards are made up of either aspect cards. So here we can see this is one of my aspect cards. I am playing Justice. And they are 4 aspects. You have Justice, Protection, Aggression, and another one. You have a 4th. What is the 4th aspect? I don't think what the 4th aspect is. Leadership. Captain America reminded me. Leadership is the 4th one. The second type of card you have are just going to be like little basic cards. I'm going to have to shuffle this now because honestly, that's way too much Justice. But you do have basic cards that you can add. You have a couple of those. They're simple cards, not the cards you really want. And then you do have your specific hero cards. So each hero is designed to play a little bit different than the other. Spider-Man in this particular, or Peter Parker, which is my alter ego, is designed to play kind of take that, run away, bounce away, wisecracking, Peter Parker jumps in, jumps out. That's how he plays, lots of defensive. And with Justice is designed to get rid of threat, which we'll go over in a little bit. And then Captain Marvel, on the exact opposite, the Captain Marvel that they recommend you playing is an aggression deck, because it works well with my Justice deck. But her normal deck is actually not Justice, or is not aggression. I think it is leadership as well. But then her deck is made up of things like attacking and big attacks. She can do large attacks, but she does have a couple nice combo cards that allow her to remove threat as well. Then your villain that you're going to go up against is made up of similar. You're going to have your villain, and he can be a level 1 villain, and once you beat him, then he turns into a level 2 villain. So you have level 1 villain, level 2 villain. And if you're playing on expert, there is a level 3, and I'll show you some of those cards as well. And then his deck is made up of a combination of his cards. You get to pick a scenario. So in this case, it is something with a bomb. I forget what it is. Bomb something. Bombardier. Bomb. You can't say bomb on a plane. No. And then it is the standard deck gets added here as well. And then we have some special cards for us, which are called obligations. They get thrown in here just to disrupt you. Now, you can change these out. You can customize it as much as you want. That is part of the beauty of this game. It has so much variety because you can keep changing out aspects for the heroes, different cards. Once you get better, you can customize your deck. Same thing with the villain. I can throw in another scenario if I want, or I can switch it out for a more difficult scenario. So they do have a couple scenarios that are extras that make it more difficult. In addition, if you buy any of those expansions, you can mix and match those villains and scenarios as well. The main thing is the villain is trying to complete their main scheme. So in this case, we are playing break-in. So basically, Rhino is trying to smash through the facility wall and steal a shipment of vibranium. You must stop him. Bella agrees. We need to stop him. Okay, so basically what you have here is their main scheme. So in this case, it is called break-in. So what happens is during the turn, while he is trying to complete his scheme, he's going to add threat tokens to this. For us, it is 7 times the number of players. There's 2 players, so that is 14 threat we lose. And each time it is the villain's turn, he's going to add 1 plus the number of players. So that would be 2 per turn. Now, of course, that can change. There are things in the deck that can cause him to get additional threat per turn. There's also additional side schemes that may either prevent us from stopping that scheme or just hinder us by making additional actions occur. So on your turn, you can either play your alter ego, right here, Peter Parker, or Audrey is Carol Danvers. And we each have an ability that we can do, and we can then switch to our superhero side. So we choose which side we want to do based on the actions we want to complete, whether we want to attack or whether we want to heal. So that's REC for recovery. You can only switch once during the game. The game uses a mechanic of exhaust, right? Similar to other games where you exhaust the character to be able to utilize its ability, or exhaust a card to be able to use the card's ability. Now, on the beginning of our turn, we have different hit points. I got 10. Audrey's got 12. And then we have starting hand. I think, right, we both have 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can draw your 6 as well. So as you'll notice on the cards, they have a bunch of different numbers and symbols. So 0, 4, nothing, 3, and 3. So what we can see here is this is 0. So this would cost me 0 power to basically do this event, which is a thwart action, and I can use it as an interrupt to prevent him from scheming. This here, if I wanted to play Nick Fury, it would cost me 4 resources. So the resources in this game are your actual cards. So we can see down at the bottom, we have different resource types. Now, it doesn't matter what resource you use or what card you discard to play your resources. All that matters is that you meet the number requirement. Now, some cards will benefit if it is a particular type of resource. For example, this one here, good, I pulled this on this, is a wild, but it counts as 2 resources if I'm playing a Justice card. So if I wanted to play Jessica Jones, for example. Some of them will give you an extra benefit. Did you get one where it says you get extra power or extra if you have one of your energies?
You mean if I have a
there we go. Yeah, so Audrey here, she has her card, which is Energy Channel. And you can see that if she uses the specific resource, then it actually accomplishes some additional benefit. In this case, it gives her energy for her attack. During our turn, very simple, we're going to play our cards to get our upgrades, to attack the villain, to build out our tableau, our armory. Depending on each hero, they each build things a little bit differently. For example, Iron Man builds his entire suit of armor, which Audrey, of course, will be playing Iron Man when we get to that particular setup. And I do have a list of how we're going to play all these. And take our turn, take our action through that, try to do damage, try to stop anything that's coming through. End of our turn, everything refreshes. We draw the cards back to our hand based on our hand size, either 6, or of course Spider-Man has less, he can only have 4 cards. And then it is the villain's turn. On the villain's turn, he's going to try to attack us. So he has a 2 attack. Rhino is only a 2 attacker, so he's kind of weak by himself. Now, of course, when he goes to phase 2, he gets angrier. He's like the Hulk.
Yeah.
He gets angry and he goes up to 3 damage. But that damage is multiplied by the card in the deck. So I'm gonna grab the one on the bottom. That way I can discuss things, and at the bottom, so it'd be a while before we get here. And this is a bad example. But if we were attacking, in this particular case, it would add nothing to his attack. If there's a little symbol down here, the little red symbols, that will add to his damage. But before we can see this card, we have the choice of either defending or letting the attack go through. And then we may have cards that might be able to stop the attack, reduce some of the damage, or we can even be a nice guy and throw our ally in the way. So, you know, Rhino's coming steaming through, and we're going to be like, Jessica Jones, get in front of it. Adios, Jessica. So that does that. After we have been attacked by Rhino, then we pull the event card. So the event card is basically the next card that we pull, and we will do whatever the top section says. So in this case, if we pull this card, it is a forced interrupt. We attach this to Rhino. When any amount of damage would be done to Rhino, he gets 5 damage on this before we can discard this and actually start attacking him again. That is my deck, not Rhino's deck. That would make Rhino very unfair. Now, we did do a playthrough, and the very first playthrough we did, Rhino, we were only playing on Rookie. So Rookie means you only have to defeat level 1. Standard, you have to defeat level 1 and level 2. Expert, you have to defeat level 3. And you have these extra hard cards that also get added in, which are not fun. It exhausts your hero. It does 4 more threat on the side scheme. Very nasty if you want to play on expert mode. But even on Rookie, like any of these games, it's a little bit of luck, right? A little bit of chance. Because we, off the bat, he got 2 upgrades, right? I think he got his armor upgrade, he got his horn upgrade, and he had 3 side schemes, because he had 2 side schemes plus Audrey's side scheme. So what I mean by that is we also have our arch villains. So mine looks like it's going to be good old Vulture. And when a card in there says to get our arch nemesis out, we basically put Vulture up against us. We get another side scheme that's going to annoy us. And we have some extra cards that go inside that deck to just annoy us just a little bit more. But that, I think, is pretty much it. I mean, the game is simple in the actions, although we keep forgetting to refill our hands. But the complexity comes in figuring out what cards are going to work the best for us. Now, me and Audrey, we're going to play open hand. That just means that our cards are down on the table. The reason for that is Audrey's got pequeño hands, and it's kind of hard for her to see them. And at the same time, it also allows us to help each other. It's personal choice. I don't think you're supposed to play open hand, kind of like when we play Marvel United. It's not open hand. But this one, there's a lot more reading, a lot more that's going on. And we're both beginners. So maybe as we continue playing, it'll be a little bit easier for us. But for now, that's how we're going to play. Now, how do we determine who gets the first player token?
And so we have a die.
We have a die. What's the die do? You tell them about the die while I
This is the...
drink a little bit of agua.
Oh, what is it?
Where is it at?
Find it.
I don't know.
This is the extra life die.
That is our Extra Life D20. We do support Extra Life charity, so if you were this far in the video and the little rules how-to didn't scare you away, we do support Extra Life charities, and this was a die for last year, our 20-sided die that we got for... We had to raise a certain amount of money within a certain amount of time. I think it was during Tabletop Gaming Week. We earned that amount, so of course we got this pretty little die, but what do we do with this?
We roll it.
You roll it. Do you want highs or lows? We can do highs or lows, evens or odds. What do you like? What do you like today?
Lows.
Lows? All right. And it is 11, so that is a high, so that means I go first. And we'll keep this beautiful die down here in the... We'll put it up here next to... Oh. That way it's in people's mind that it's up there. So that means I go first, so I am Peter Parker. So I'm going to, I mean, right off the bat, it just makes sense since I'm Peter Parker. I'm going to go ahead and generate one resource. So that is my ability when I'm on this side, is to generate one resource. Now, do I have anybody that can, do I have any, trying to see if I, so some of the cards you can only play if you're in that form. So there's some that are hero, some that are alter ego. I don't have any of those. So let me do that. I think I'm going to do Power of Justice because that makes the most sense. So that way I can play Jessica Jones. I'm going to use my one resource. So I get Jessica Jones out there. And I want to play Nick Fury. So Nick Fury is a good card and I think a bad card at the same time. Like, I don't know when to play Nick Fury, because he can do 4 damage right off the bat. But of course, he's only good for 1 turn, so he really does 6 damage. 4. Helicarrier, exalts Helicarrier, choose a player, reduce the resources by 1. That wouldn't be too bad. That would reduce our resource cost each turn. Is that better than Nick Fury? That's the question. Because I can also choose to draw 3 cards with Nick Fury. I think I'm going to do Nick Fury. Yeah, I think I'm going to do Nick Fury, so I'm going to spend 2, 3, 4 to get out Nick Fury. I need my web shooters. So last game I didn't get my web shooters and all, and it makes it slightly more difficult because I don't have a way to get extra energy or extra resources. So I'm going to play Nick Fury. Forced, after Nick Fury enters play, choose one of these items. I'm going to draw 3 cards. See what I get. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to pay my Spider Tracer to get my web shooters, which gives me 3 resources. And, okay. So, nothing else I want to do with Petey, so I'm going to move over to Spider-Man. So I'm going to attack with Spider-Man, so that is 2. And then I'm going to attack with Jessica, so that's 2 more. I'm going to attack with Nick, that's 2 more. And I can't do anything with my web shooters because I don't have anything that costs 1. So 2, 4, 6 damage to Rhino. So Rhino does start at 28, so double his normal. So he's 14, and so it's double that because there's 2 of us. What did I say I was going to do? 2, 4, 6, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so that gets him down to 22. That's a good way to start. All right, so now I get him down to that. Now, unfortunately, because of these heroes, they have these little stars. That means that they have to take damage when they attack. So that puts him down to 2. Oh, and I forgot. Oh, no, Jessica gets extra thwart, which she didn't do. So we will go ahead and give Jessica a nice little pink die. If I can find the number 2. So, oh no, this is that one that they misprinted with the 2 3s.
Okay.
So these are our Pokemon die. You do get little chit counters, and I really don't care for them because you got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we got tons of these dice, so I figured this is a good way to use them. All right, so it is Audrey's turn. So,
okay, so,
right.
So I don't know, I was going to do.
Well, you can do your channel energy is free, so you can always do that.
Channel energy. Okay, spend.
But you don't have to right now.
I was going to do this. Exhaust Alpha Fight Station, choose and discard.
Yeah, so which card are you going to use to pay for it?
I was going to choose.
Or do you want to do Carol Danvers' thing first?
But this one says that I can draw 2 cards.
Well, but maybe you don't want to discard that. Yeah, do hers first.
Choose a player to draw 1 card. Oh, so I choose me.
You choose you. Okay. It's like Pokemon. I choose you. Pikachu. All right. So that may be a card you want to discard, or although it's actually. Oh, that's that one where when you kill somebody, right?
After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. All right, so you're back to your Alpha Flight.
To me, Alpha Flight.
Yeah, and then what are you gonna discard?
This one. Okay, pay for this. Heal 2 damage from any card.
Okay.
And then it says to draw 2 cards instead of I am, and instead of one if I am
Carol. Okay.
Then.
Well, no.
I can't play.
Well, your channel energy is free. Like I said, you just put that up here just so you have it. So what channel energy is? That was the one we showed you guys earlier, where basically Aubrey can spend or basically use a resource to basically power up her blast, right? So she can do a total of 5 energy to do a total of 10 damage. So that's kind of, like we said, Miss Marvel's meant to really attack really aggressively. So you have that. And then the next thing you normally want to do is get to flying, right? Your cosmic flight.
So
or your helmet. I mean, those are your 2 most important, right? Is your cosmic flight and your helmet, I think.
Yeah, so because with aerial I can do other things.
Stuff. Yep. Okay. So what 2 are you going to pay that with?
That is so difficult.
That's the hardest part is when you have all good cards in your hand is which 2 do I like the least? You know, chase them down is nice, but it's probably not maybe as good as something else. You have 2 of those.
This one goes with.
You have 2 of those though.
That. Okay.
Well, don't forget you have that chase them down up there. That's kind of bring that back down.
This one gives me 1.
That gives you extra attack. Yeah.
This gives me defense.
Yeah.
If I am in area, so I cannot use that one. Then it would be. Can I? No, but the 2 I can't because this one I have to take.
To chase them down. I mean, that's. I mean, it's good, but it's not great, right? Remember, you don't ever. I guess, and that's one thing that again, we always have to get used to is unlike Pokemon, you're allowed to go through your deck. You're allowed to go through. So which one did you do? You already put it up here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then you're gonna play any of those. You're gonna hang on to those.
I'll wait.
Okay.
Do we draw here? No.
No. Well, only if you're gonna leave Carol or you're gonna go to Captain Marvel. And attack. Captain Marvel. Yeah, because we can't thwart yet because there's no threat. So thwart is the very first one, and that's if you want to remove threat, and then the other is for attack and defense. So you're going to attack and do 2 damage. All right, so you have to exhaust her. I don't know why I'm going to have you exhaust her because we're going to unexhaust in about 3 seconds. So Rhino is at 20. All right. So now it is the end of our turn, so we unexhaust all of our stuff that we exhausted. So Spider-Man and his crew. And then we draw back up to our hand size, and of course our hand size went down to 5 because we're in our superhero form. Now everybody got different hand sizes, so it really does change. I got 4 and I already have 1, so that puts me at 5. And the reason you do that is it gives you the benefit of maybe you'll grab a card that you can use during the attack phase. So for example, here I have an interrupt. So basically when treachery card is revealed, I can cancel its when revealed effects on a treachery card. All right, so that is the end of our turn. So now it is the villain's turn. So he attacks us in order. He's going to attack me. He's going to attack you. It's the beginning of the game. I don't see any reason. Oh, we forgot to increase our threat up there by 2. So I don't see any reason for us to, or at least for me, everybody plays their own game, although we're cooperative, so we help each other anyways, but I don't see any reason to block right now. I'm at full hit points, so I'm not going to block, so he's going to do 2 plus 2, so he is doing 4 damage to me. Oh, you didn't choose what you wanted to do first. You're just going to let it through? Huh? You're going to take the damage?
I was going to, yeah. It is
okay,
2.
So it's 2, so you're 4 as well. Okay. So you're, you're closer to the discard side than I am. The card, I was doing this last time because it was more here, and now it's over there. We were sitting closer. Now we have a microphone and a camera in our way. All right. So odd that he took 2 damage. No, you were at 12. What happened to you?
I don't know how to.
Hang on, neither. Oh no, 4. No, that's right. 8.
It's 4.
8. Yeah, 8 and 6. I was like, hang on, why am I at 6? That's right. You did 4. Now we could have, for the defense, I could have thrown. Oh yeah, hang on. Nick Fury is still in card at the end of the round. So the end of the round is after Rhino. So basically, I can still use Nick Fury as a blocker, which I could have done there, and I didn't think about it. So now we just have to see if maybe he helps me with the event. Ooh, that worked out great. The breaking and taking was that card. Oh, you're going to have to handle that part now. That's a little bit of a stretch for me. All right. So for me, this is a treachery. So I can actually stop this if I want. So this basically says, give Rhino a tough status card. If Rhino already has tough status, he gains surge. I don't see a problem with him getting tough right now. So I'm going to go ahead and let him get the tough status card. I'm going to put that on Rhino. So he is now tough enough. Are you tough enough? I forget what that's from. Remember that was a TV show? I know there's a song to the TV show. All right, what is yours?
When reveal the villain schemes.
All right, so that's not too bad either. So he just schemes, so he gets 1 scheme because his scheme is only 1. Some of the other villains have larger schemes, but Rhino's is only 1. So that was not a bad first round. So the first player marker moves over to Adri, who now gets to choose what she's going to do. And imagine you're going to try to make yourself stronger. Bigger, faster, stronger. Now you do have the 2 fighting, which would pay for your combat. Yeah. I mean, well, to pay for either one of them. That's right. They're both 2. So some of these cards, I don't know if I showed you guys that at the beginning, some of these cards actually have more than 1 symbol. So this one actually has 2. So that counts as 2 energy. And then actually you've got both of them, so you can get all that played. You can get all your upgrades.
So I can do this one and this one?
Yeah.
By
paying both of those other 2, right? All right, so now Adri has more defense and more attack. All right. You can still do your alpha flight even though you are not Carol Danvers. Do you want to do your alpha flight or do you want to save it for me?
Oh, see, save it for me.
You can save it for me? Oh, you're so nice. Gracias. So now what are you gonna do?
So
really, I think all else you can do is just attack. Yeah. You can attack or you can thwart, but I think leave thwarting for me because if I get some of my cards out, that I have a lot of thwarting cards.
I would say attack.
Okay, so exhaust her.
1, 2, 3.
So 3. Well, you don't have to exhaust that. That's a permanent upgrade.
Oh,
so 3. All right, I'm not, I don't want to keep reaching up there, so I'm gonna move this so it's a little bit closer to me. So 3. So he is down to 17. Not bad. Now I've got a good attack that I don't. Not to say I don't get to use that often. Oh, when he attacked me, did I draw a card?
Maybe.
No, I didn't. I didn't draw a card because I'm at 1, 2, 3. I'm at 5, so I should be at 6. So Spider-Man has an ability when I get attacked, I actually interrupt and I gain 1 card. And it's possible the card could help me on the attack. In this case, it didn't, so no harm, no foul. But that's a benefit of Spider-Man. Like I said, his whole thing is trying to get out of the way of danger. And I didn't get out of the way of danger. I took it for justice. Remove 3 threat from a scheme, 4 threat instead if you paid using a science card. Oh. Although I got Jessica Jones and she actually takes off extra. Well, based on the side schemes, we don't have any side schemes. Nick Fury is gone because it was the end of the round. Take care of that housekeeping there. Housekeeping! So let's see here. So I'm going to play Power of Justice. So basically this doubles the amount of justice I get, which was actually the same thing I did last time. That gives me an upgrade to my thwarting action. So I get some additional thwarting going on. And this is a good one, but I mean, I don't have 4 to get rid of. Like 1, 2, yeah, so I've only got 3 unless I get rid of this as well. And this could come in handy later. Unfortunately, I don't remember how many cards are in each deck, and that's where, like, a lot. If you're a card counter, you can remember how much everything is in a deck. I think I'm going to do it. Well, he's not too strong right now. He's not doing that much damage to us, so I think I want to hold on to this. I don't think I want to play any of these cards. Oh, wait a minute, we didn't use this, so I want to use your Alpha Flight Station. So you have to exhaust it. That lets me draw 1 more card, and it's another for justice. For justice! So that actually gives me 1, 2. Yes, if I do this, it goes down to 2. I've paid for 2, so I'm just going to do that so that way I can use my Haymaker, which does 3 damage to the enemy. That's 14. And then I'm going to have Jessica attack for 2. That puts her down to 1. I'm really hoping a side scheme shows up soon so that way she gets the extra exhaust from the scheme. So she does another 2. And then I'm going to have Spider-Man attack as well. So that does another 2. There we go. Now that is one nice thing as well, is if I wanted to, like, or Oddity gets another combat training, she can actually put that on my Spider-Man, right? Or vice versa. If I get another Heroic Intuition, I can put it on her character as well. Now, these are max 1 per player, so that's the choice later, right? She can either add it to me or use it as energy to pay 1 of her cards. All right, so I have nothing else that I want to do. Oh, this actually, I didn't realize that this actually costs 1 card to do it. All right, so I'm going to say that's it for me. Are you done?
I am done.
You nothing else? Okay. So we unexhaust.
Everything?
Everything. Unexhaust everything. And then you do have the option to actually discard a card if you want to. So, like, for example, if I didn't want this for justice, I could discard this, and then it allows me to draw more. I'm going to keep my for justice for now and draw 2 to get back to my 5.
And I do that now?
Yeah. This was the step we kept forgetting.
See.
We kept forgetting to draw our cards. Okay. Now it is Rhino's turn. Like, I'm out for blood. Alright. So 1 for you first because you are first player. 1 for me. Oh, I forgot. Tough enough. He had tough enough. So 1 of those attacks did 1 less damage. I'll put 1 damage back on there. Somebody's probably already pointed that out in the comments section. Because you guys are good for that. Telling us what we're doing wrong. And we're probably going to do mucho wrong. And I don't turn on Klingon subtitles because that requires me to go back and type all that stuff. So that's why we expect you to do it in the comments. Let all viewers know. Alright. So what are you going to do? You're at 8 hit points. He still only does 2 damage, meaning most likely it'll be 4. Did we see any card that had more than 2? I don't think it did. I think 3 was the most we ever saw. Or 2 was the most we ever saw. I don't think we ever saw 3. Alright, and you didn't get any interrupts, right? Yeah, so you can't stop the damage. Well, you can with your Cosmic Flight, but then that gets rid of your helmet, right? So, do you want to take the damage, or do you want to defend against it?
I take it.
Alright, flip your card.
Oh no.
So that is 3 total.
3.
Alright, so put that in the discard pile. I'll get you down to 5. And then I'm at 6. So if you did 2 and 2, you'd do 4, put me down to 2. But I have Aunt May to heal next turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take it because I have Aunt May. So that's 2 and 2, so it is 4. We'll discard that. And then deal each of us a event card. Alright. No, the event you can go ahead and flip over. So your event.
Explosion.
Authority's event is Explosion. When revealed, if bomb scare is in play, assign X damage among heroes and allies where X is the amount of threat on the bomb. If bomb scare is not in play, this gains Surge. So discard that, draw yourself a new card.
What?
It's not in play, so you have to draw. So bomb scare is the name of the scenario that's in here. There you go. So, okay, so Obvity got a Hydra agent. Guard, while this minion is engaged, you cannot attack the villain. So Obvity can no longer attack the villain. She'll have to defeat her Hydra agent first. However, she does have cards, if I remember correctly, that when she defeats the Hydra agent, it like removes threat or something, right?
I think so.
Yeah, she has a card that does it, so that's really good. And then mine is Stampede. So this is Treachery, so I can play my one card if I want. Let's see what this does. If I am playing the hero, Rhino attacks you. If a character is damaged by this attack, the character is stunned. So basically, he's attacking me. I can't take the damage. Jessica Jones could, because one thing I didn't know that whenever he attacks, we still have to flip a card. We weren't doing that. I read online that we still have to do that. So I can't take the damage because I would die. You could take the damage, but I do also have this, which will stop that card completely. I think, because I don't want to lose Jessica Jones, I think I'm going to go ahead and play Enhanced Spider Sense, and I need to pay for it, so I'm going to pay for it for Justice, and then that gets rid of his Stampede. All right. That wasn't so bad. I think we survived. Just barely, by the skin of our teeth. All right, so I am the first player. Token moves over to me. Oh, and he did attack me, so I forgot to draw a card when he attacked. I always forget to do that. Ah, here it is. Here's my baby. Swinging Web Kick. 8 damage. Love that card. All right, so I'm going to play... Unfortunately, that means I have to get rid of something I don't want to get rid of. Because I need to heal. All right, so I'm going to go to Peter Parker's side, which allows me, oh, there we go, which allows me to generate a resource. And I'm going to pay that resource to play Aunt May. I'm going to exhaust Aunt May to heal for 4. I love this combo. Like, once you have Aunt May out, it's so great. And then I can exhaust Peter Parker to go back up 3 more. So I'm at 9. I'm almost back to full health. That is good. And then, I don't want to get rid of this Webbed Up. I love Webbed Up, but I want to do some damage to him. All right, I'm going to get rid of Webbed Up. I know there's another Webbed Up in my deck, so I'm going to get rid of my Webbed Up, those and my energy to play my Swinging Web Kick. So that does 8 damage, and now, well, I still can do. And then Jessica Jones, I do anything with her, she's going to die. So if she's going out, then I forgot I had my web shooter too. I could have done that instead. It still worked out. Same math. So yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and have her. I'll just have her attack as well. So that means my total attack is 10, meaning he is at 1 health. And Jessica Jones is... We appreciate her service to the Endeavor. There we go. Hey, Team Dynamic Charizard, how you doing? All right, so now it is Obvity's turn. Are you going to heal this turn, or... Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you'd have to be on the other side, which gives you more cards to draw. But remember, you can't play your... Oops, actually, hang on. I can't do the Swinging Web Kick. Everybody reverse. Everybody reverse. It's a hero action. And I was not a hero. So, yeah.
Oh, you were Peter Parker.
I was Peter Parker. So I cannot do what I wanted to do. However, I do have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can do the webbed up. And so we put this back, so it was at 11, right? And then I can still use Jessica to attack. So it just goes down to 9. Yeah, 9. 0. 9. With it. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So that one thing you got to pay attention to, and what reminded me was about Oddity with her Captain Marvel. If she does want to heal, she's going to want to do it like at the very end, right? Which she can heal once as Captain Marvel. That's Captain Marvel's ability. She can spend a power resource, electric bolt, lightning bolt resource to heal one. Or she may want to get rid of that Hydra agent, but I mean, you're at 5 hit points, and that's about where we always said we want to kind of heal at, right?
Yeah.
And if you're Carol Danvers, you'll get more cards from your Alpha Flight station. Plus, you can draw a card on her as well.
I have to do first.
Anything that says hero action would have to be done before you do that. So if you wanted to do the Haymaker, you would need to do that first. Or, but then you don't. Yeah, then you got to get rid of. You lose cards you want to keep. So I would probably maybe do the Haymaker just to give yourself an extra hit point. Because how much do you heal for? You heal for 4. So if you did that, that would give you 1 plus her 4. You would heal for 5 total if you did that.
But then, okay, I would use one of these and the one attack.
Well, no. What to do? What?
This one?
Or you want to attack with that, or you want to heal with that?
With this one?
Yeah. Do you want to attack? You want to attack with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then, yeah, you can just discard those 2 cards then. All right. So you do Haymaker, which is how much damage? 3 to an enemy. So you want to get rid of this guy? Well, you have to because you can't beat him up till he's gone. So he goes discard. All right. And then discard your Haymaker. And then to Captain Marvel, you got to flip her over to healer. Nope. Yep, there you go. And then you can do her action.
Choose a player to draw 1 card.
Doesn't help me.
Not you?
What am I going to do with 1 card? See? Yeah, draw 1 card. There's nothing I can do with 1 card. So that's good. You can't do... Oh, you have... Oh, 3. Okay. So you could actually get Spider-Woman out. Yeah. That was a good draw. Alright, so now you have Spider-Woman to help you out. So she goes up in the front line with you.
There?
I'll slide over for you. Well, so that way you know she's attacking. I mean, these are all your support and upgrade cards. Well, that's another upgrade. These are all upgrades. They can just kind of go down here on the bottom. Wherever you want them. However you want. It's your tableau, not mine. I mean, shoot, I've got this upgrade up here next to Peter Parker. I got my supporter down below. All right, so your Alpha Station, I think, is the only thing you haven't done.
So I draw 2.
Well, yeah, exhausted. So you know it's done. All right.
Mockingbird and Tag Team.
Tag Team. Tag Team. No, it's Tic Tac Team, not Tag Team. All right. That's the one where it gets 3. Basically, they gave the team 3 bullets, and they're allowed to shoot 3 times. That's all they can do. All right. So if you rest Carol, she'll heal. So you get 5 more hit points. So I'll put you, or 4 more. So you get back up to 9. Now, one thing is, on this turn, the villain is not going to attack because both of us are in our alter forms, meaning this is going to go up a lot more next turn. So that's your choice if you want to still attack or thwart on this turn with Spider-Woman. Oh, when she enters, confuse the villain. What's confuse do again?
The next time this character would
thwart or scheme. Oh, that's good. So he's only going to scheme on one of us. He's not going to scheme on both of us. So that actually came in handy. So she came in real good. So yeah, you can either have her attack him or remove some of the threat. She's got, she's kind of small. She's only got 2 hit points. Doesn't stay out there long, does she? But she's your buddy. They're best buddies. That's her bestie.
Thwart.
Thwart, okay. So thwart for 2. So you go down to 1 hit point, and this goes down to 1.
I attack before 2. But
no, you can only thwart or attack. You said thwart, so that made that go down to 1.
I need to go to 1 because
goes to 1 because there's 1 damage. Yeah, I think.
But it's only 1 damage.
Yeah, it's only 1 damage. I think almost all the allies. I don't know if I've seen any ally that doesn't have the damage mark underneath of them. I don't think I've seen that once. All right, so that is the end of our turn. So we unexhaust everybody. Unexhaust. I guess I should move this down with my upgrades. Somehow we're getting crooked again. See, there's all this twisting of cards makes things not so straight. And my OCD has something just I get twitchy. All right, so now it is the villain's turn. I want to double check something. If we want to scheme, are we supposed to pull a card and add to it? I think we are, and I don't think we were doing that last time. Which might have been why it was a little bit easier. The star icon boosts the star itself, does not provide 1 scheme. Oh yeah, so scheme form. Each minion engaged player schemes, which we don't have any. So then give the villain a face down card from the encounter deck. This is the villain's boost. So yeah, so we do boost it. So we did forget to do that last time. We forgot to boost it when we were doing our offline gameplay, but that's fine. So he's going to scheme against me, but he is confused. So that goes away. Adios. And then he is going to, oh, I forgot to increase that for his turn. Then he is going to scheme against you, which is nothing you can do to stop it, which is a +2 and his 1, so that would be 3. That goes to 6. It does make that more difficult. That extremely makes that more difficult. All right, so then I have my event card. You have your event card. I don't think they're called event cards. They're called something else, but I'm calling them event cards. Deal with it. All right, false alarm. When revealed, you are confused. If you're already confused, this card gains surge. So I need a confused token. I will trade you. So I am confused, which means I cannot thwart. Treachery, yeah. And then Oddly got...
Minion.
And then Oddly got a minion. She got Hydra Bomber. When revealed, choose either take 2 damage or place 1 threat on the main scheme. Do you want to take damage, or do you want to increase that by 1?
Get damage would be...
It would take you to 8. No, it's... Yeah, take 2 damage. Yep. Or you can just have the threat go up by 1. It just means we got to take the threat off.
I do the...
Oh, we forgot to, hang on, we forgot to go back to...
To 5 or to 6?
5. 6, because we're in our other form. 6, good catch. So it didn't impact me at all. It doesn't necessarily impact you. Now, because it's saying choose either take 2 damage or place... So, because it's telling you to take 2 damage, you could throw Spider-Woman out there too. Like, Spider-Woman could just take the 2 damage for you.
Instead of increasing that...
Instead of increasing that, and then she just dies. Caspito. Don't be headbutting the camera pod. Don't be biting me either. I don't have the water bottle to squirt you with. Hey! Don't be biting me.
No.
Don't be biting me. Hey.
She died and...
Yeah. Alright. So... Nope. Here's your bomber. Alright. So that, again, wasn't too bad of a turn. So now Audrey is the first player. Alright. So before you do anything, remember you always want to do, since you're Carol Danvers, you want to knock out all her stuff first before you switch into your hero form. And where am I at? Okay, so I do have a heal.
So I'll do the draw 2 cards first. Choose
Well,
a
it doesn't
player
matter. I mean,
to draw
total, you're
one.
going to do 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, if you're going to do it all yourself and instead of me.
I don't know. Who you need?
I need a card. None of these cards do I even care about. I'm going to get rid of pretty much all of them, I think. So no, I don't need an extra card. Yep.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. Oh, you got your triple. You got your triple thing.
I have a lot of cards.
I know you have a lot of cards. Then at the end of your turn, you're gonna have to get back down to 6 if you can't. Right, so you exhaust that. So now you can go back into superhero mode unless you need to be civilian. I don't think you do. No, I think everything says hero action. Okay, yeah, so you can go back to superhero mode. Because remember, you, unlike me, you can actually heal in superhero mode. I can't.
So, oh no, but I don't do that because I already did the other one.
Oh, but you do have that. You do have that chase them down. That's the one where if you kill them, right, you get to reduce the threat.
After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from the scheme.
Oh, so that's good. So if you, yeah, because you'll be able to beat him.
That's a freebie. See?
Well, you got to attack him first and beat him, which you can do. I mean, you've got 2 attack.
Okay, so I attack.
All right, and that defeats him, and then it removes how much?
2.
2. Okay, that's good. 4. All right. You have so many cards. you have your triple. Triples for your photon blast, right?
Yeah, so I can draw 3 cards. Yeah.
Well, no. Well, it's not 3.
No?
Is it 1? 3?
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, 1.
If you used it, you draw 1. Yeah.
It's 3 costs. So yeah.
Yep. So that does how much damage?
It's 5.
5. Okay, and then you get to draw 1 more card. All right, so he's down to 4. So we'll have him on this turn, and then he's going to go to phase 2, which makes him get a side scheme.
So can I do the Mockingbird?
Oh, you want to?
So he does not.
Well, no. Which one?
This one.
Oh.
After Mockingbird enters.
Oh, stun the enemy. That's gonna happen anyways because he's webbed up. Since I haven't webbed up, he's going to not be able to attack you, and then he's going to get stunned before he attacks me. So then he won't be able to attack me. So next turn he's not attacking at all, and I don't think that goes away when he evolves. I say evolves, but basically. Because it doesn't say remove any of that stuff. But yeah, no one in here doesn't talk about upgrading him to level 2. Like, it doesn't discuss that. Because I guess the card is supposed to tell you what to do. And the card doesn't say remove all effects that are currently affecting him. Alright, step 2. This one yeah. Okay. So yeah, he's going to stay webbed up. There's nothing in the book that specifically says when he evolves. So, if you do 4 damage to him, which none of your characters could do 4 by themselves, and then Crisis doesn't do us any good because we don't have any side schemes yet. We will soon. We'll have side schemes coming up after we beat him. And you're going to have to whittle down to 5 cards anyway, so you rather spin them if you can. So Nick Fury lets you draw more cards, remove, what does it do? Draw more cards.
Remove 2 threat from scheme, draw 3 cards, or deal 4 damage.
Which would knock him out. Yeah, so if you did Nick Fury, you would knock him out, and then on my turn, I would be able to start attacking him too.
I'll do 4 cards.
You have no doubles?
No.
Oh no, but you do have power of aggression. Power of aggression counts as a double for Tigra.
Double the number of resources this card generates while playing for an aggression.
Yeah, so she counts as double for Tigra or double for Tac Team. That counts as 2 for either of those.
So, you mean like if I discard this, this is going to be 2?
No, that counts as 2 by itself. So if you did that plus one other card, you can play Tigra or Tac Team. You only have to, because it counts as 2 resources for an aggression card, not for Nick Fury.
For Nick, for this one.
Or Tigra. One of those 2 can be played with your power of aggression plus one other card. I mean, it could be Mockingbird. It doesn't have to be another card. I mean, you have 2 Tac Teams.
So
if you do both of them, that gives you 3, right? And then I would maybe say Tigra, because you could actually use that Tac Team to add power to your to this.
Mm-hmm.
You could. I mean, that's an option, or you can hang on to it for later. So Tigra, after Tigra attacks and defeats a minion, heal 1 damage. Okay, so she's good for minions. You kind of want her to beat up on minions. Mm-hmm. So she has 3 hit points. She has 3. Nothing else for now?
Do I still have a real? Yes. Oh, but I want to keep this one. And I don't know this one function interest on an enemy. I don't.
Who did you attacked? Rhino, right? Or no, you got rid of that.
I decreased
the threat.
The threat.
Okay, so you didn't attack. I thought you attacked. What did you attack with? Oh, you had your attack card.
Hmm?
You attacked with your photonic blast. That's what you did. Okay, I remember you attacking. I couldn't remember what.
Fine.
Okay. Fine. Okay.
But why?
Because if you had attacked, you get +1, and I didn't do that. That's fine. Okay. Are you gonna do anything with Tigra? Or are you just gonna? She's got 3 hit points now. You can either attack for 2 or thwart for 1.
He's at 4?
Yeah, he's at 4.
Attack?
Okay. So exhaust her and reduce her health by 1, so she attacks for 2, right? Okay. Alright, anything else?
No.
No? Okay. Alright, so I can get a resource because I am a scientist.
It's mental, I think.
It's mental? So then I can use that to get a web shooter with 3 resources. And then, see, all my stuff is 0 and 1s. So I can do, for 1, get rid of this one. I'm going to play Interrogation Room, which basically response. After I defeat a minion, I can exhaust this to remove 1 threat from. I feel like either the camera moved or I think Casper moved the camera.
Yeah, he's just.
He's laying on the thing. All right, guys. Sorry about the crooked screen. It's
El gato.
El gato. El gato is one. El gato blanco. All right, so we did that, and then for surveillance team, I get snoop counters. I remove 1 snoop counter to remove 1 threat scheme. Okay, so I'm going to use both of these. I hate to get rid of my heal, but I'm going to get rid of both of those. Put out the surveillance room, which gets 3 snoop counters. And I'm going to hang 1 to these. I'm not going to use them to get rid of that because I'm not worried about 4. But when he switches over, I might be worried about that. All right. So I can't thwart because I'm confused. Kind of blows. Oh, actually, hang on. I didn't need to get rid of first aid. I forgot. I had my other web shoot. All right, so I got my healing back. That's good. All right. All I can do is attack, because I can't do anything else. So I'm going to attack. That puts him down to 0. So we have completed phase 1. So he goes to phase 2 Rhino, which basically he just gets stronger. Search the deck and discard pile for the Breaking and Taken, which I knew was in the discard pile. Because it was like at the very beginning, Breaking and Taken. And then it says, shuffle the encounter deck. Now, I don't know. It never says, like, do you shuffle the discard back into the encounter deck? Like, I saw one gameplay where they did that. I understand shuffling the encounter deck because you look through the deck to find this card, but I knew this card wasn't in the deck, meaning I didn't look at the deck. I don't know if you're supposed to shuffle these back in or not. Because again, the book doesn't talk about switching phases, like switching from 1 to 2. Pass the token, obligations, spending, scheme deck. Villain, reveal, pass the player token. Use stun surge, those are just the things in the back of the cards. That's for us. Dealing damage. Damage dealt player, villain advances to the next stage. When villain advances, set the villain's hit point dial to the amount indicating the middle of the stage. Final stage, the villain is defeated. Yeah, it just says beat him up. So I'm thinking, no, we don't need to shuffle the deck. It says to shuffle the deck. But it doesn't say shuffle the discard back into the deck.
No.
All right, we're not going to shuffle this back in the deck. I know it wasn't here, but it does say shuffle the deck. It's not like it doesn't say it's an optional thing. So we're going to shuffle the deck. All right. So if you want to set up breaking in, I think it's got to be a 4. Starts with 2. When revealed, when revealed, place 1 additional per person threat here. So that should be 4. You set the dice at 4. And then the second thing with breaking and taken is that now we actually do 2 engagement or event cards when he attacks us. So I exhausted that because I did the attack. There's nothing else I can do. So, alright, so we just go ahead and draw back to our hand size. Oh, unexhaust. Exhaust. And draw back to our hand size. Alright. Alright, and then you went first. So I'm going to attack you. He's going to attack me. Now remember, he's up to... Well, no. Whoops. Hold on. Whoops. Sorry about that, guys. Hit the mic. Alright, so he's going to try to attack you. He's not going to because I had him web-wrapped. And that stuns him, which means he can't attack me. So that got rid of the stun. So now he's back to himself. And now you have your event card, and I have my event card. Okay, so what is your event card? We haven't gotten our obligations yet.
Assault.
Assault, so that's venom. Whoa.
Oh, I am a hero.
Hero. The villain attacks you, so he's going to attack you anyways. So I'm going to discard that. So he's going to attack you. Do you want to defend, or do you want to take the damage? Do you have anything to interrupt? No. He does 3 now.
When Captain Marvel would take damage, discard. Oh, I can't discard these 2.
Yeah, but that gets rid of your aerial though. You can defend for 3 if you wanted to defend. You can throw Tigra out there and let her take everything.
But she's...
Well, it doesn't matter. She just takes everything. It's just overkill. The overkill doesn't come to you.
Okay, yeah, then Tigra. Do that for me.
So Casper is gone, guys, so I can try to straighten that out a little bit for you. Alright, so Tigra is gone. No siento, Tigra. You served us well. Alright, well, so it doesn't matter what this was. It was a 1, so she just did. Alright, and then on my event card, false alarm, treachery, you are confused. If you're already confused, I get surge, and I'm already confused. I'm dazed and confused. I'm always confused. Alright, so my next one is attachment. Attached to Rhino, forced interrupt. Rhino attacks, this gains overkill. Excess damage to an ally from this attack is dealt to the ally's controller. At the end of this attack, discard charge. Oi. So in his next attack, he's going to do 3, and he's going to do 6. And if you put an ally to block it, the remainder's still going to come through. So that's what I was talking about with Tigra. That didn't happen because he didn't have that ability. So that's good. He didn't have that because you would have still, because it would have only, she would have only stopped 2.
Yes, yes.
And 4 of it still would have came through. So again, not too bad. We're still doing okay. So he is now going to be at, what, 30 hit points? Yeah, he's 15, so he goes up to 30 hit points. All right, a little bit more difficult. Oh, hang on, we forgot to... Sorry.
That is another one.
Yeah, there's another one. We got to do the breaking and taking one. All right. You first.
Crowd control.
Oh, I don't like this one.
What is that?
Crowd control. Panic civilians. Crowd the area. Basically, we cannot we cannot take anything off of the break-in scheme until this one's done. Now, luckily, you've got that thing that lets you do to multiple. That's going to be at 4 as well. Yeah, 4. Boy. And then now he's armored up. Forced interrupt. So now he's not only that, when he attacks, he now also has armor, so we can't damage him.
What?
Not until we do 5 damage to his armor. Okie dokie, that got a little bit more difficult. I don't like you. Oh no, I don't like you. I need to get rid of you. Which I can. I've got the capabilities to do that. I prefer that he had a minion down here so we could beat him up and I could use my interrogation room. Alright, so you went first last time, right? So I go first. Alright. Oh, no. Did he attack me? No, he didn't attack me. Because I stopped the attack and then nothing else attacked me. Oh, dang it. Alright, so... Alright, what do I want to do? I can't thwart. I'm confused. I can't even use my heroic intuition this morning because I'm confused. It's almost like I need it because I got confused again and then it made another event card. Alright, what can I do? First aid, Mockingbird. And another surveillance. Another interrogation. Oh, max 1 per player. So I can't do this one because I've already got one. But I could actually play it for you. That might be good. Because then you have an interrogation room as well. So that way you can... when you defeat a minion, you can also remove a threat. So I think that's good. So I'm going to give that to you. I'm going to pay with it with my web shooter. So you just put it in your... No, put it on your board. I built that for you. I built that support for you. Yeah. That Mockingbird. I hate to say I need Mockingbird. Well, no, I don't need Mockingbird because I can get out of his damage. So that he's going to attack me first, which is good because I can actually get away from this. So we're good. Well, as long as I don't play this, and I'm not going to play that. So Mockingbird, I don't want to play her then because she costs 3, which would take everything I have. Yeah, I think... Alright, so I'm going to do Surveillance Team to get rid of 1. I'm down to 2. Exhaust surveillance team and remove 1. Remove 1 from this one. I almost want to do a second. I'm going to do the second surveillance team. So I'm going to get rid of my first aid and Mockingbird for the second surveillance team, and then I'm going to use 1 on that one to take it down to 2. All right, and then I am going to. I'm not going to attack. I mean, he's at 30 at some point. I'm going to thwart, so that way I get rid of this. Okay. All right. So we kind of, if you can do 2 thwarts, that's great. Oh yeah, you can. You've got your crisis thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that would get rid of this, and then you can start working on this one. If you did that.
This one is no.
Well, always do your draw card stuff first. Get as many cards in your hand first. So your alpha station.
So this is.
Yeah, because you're Captain Marvel right now.
Right.
Which you already have. So basically, you just use that to. Well.
To pay.
Or you could save it for a defense, so you don't lose the one that's in your hand. But you do have to pay the 2 to use it as a defense. So, or you can just use it as a resource. You know.
So this one is remove 2 threat from the skin. If you have aerial, remove 2 threat from another
skin. Okay. Which it's 2. So what 2 are you going to use? Hulk? Well, then don't use him. That's fine. Yeah, if you want to put Hulk out, well, you can't this turn, but maybe you get that. You want that aggression card again is what you want. The one with Tiger on it, the aggression.
The what?
The one with Tiger on it, the aggression. That, remember, it counts as 2, so then you can put Hulk out. All right, so you played that, so that takes 2 off of which one? This one?
It's 2.
Yeah, which 2?
So this one, yeah, so this. And
this one's the one that's called. Well, you can't do that one until this one's gone anyway, so you have to do this one. All right. And then, well, I mean, you got 2 options. You can either use what you have now to bring Hulk out, or you can just not bring Hulk out.
This is like so. It's like random to use, like their result.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah. So Hulk is very random. I mean, he basically just Hulk smash. So he does a lot of damage. He does 3 by default, but then you draw a card, and depending what the card does, things happen. So if you draw one of the fighting, aggression, punchy ones, you get 2 damage to the enemy. If he does the power card, you deal 1 to each character, which is us, and the enemy, and any henchman. I mean, basically everybody. And then if you draw the science, you discard. Hulk just goes away. If you get a wild, then Hulk does all of the above.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do it.
You're gonna use both those cards to pay him? Okay. So Hulk comes out.
But I don't have to.
Well, no, when you attack.
When I attack.
Yeah. So Hulk comes out. Hulk smash. All right. So are you going to attack with both of them, or are you going to thwart with one, attack with the other?
So
Captain,
I attack with.
Well, Captain Marvel does. Remember, we have to get rid of this, which is 5. So it takes 5 to get rid of his armor. So you do 3. Hulk does 3. If Hulk smash, then he could actually possibly do all 5.
So I attack with
Hulk first?
Hulk first.
Okay. So he does 2 damage to the shield. Okay. Or to the armor, to Rhino's armor. Okay. You're nervous. Punch! Punch!
Deal 2 damage. Yeah, deal 2
damage to the enemy. So that puts it at 4. Oh no, he did 3. So then that's 5. So that gets rid of the armor. Good job. All right, so discard that. All right, and then now it's your choice. Do you want Captain Marvel to... Oh, you did 1 damage to yourself. Where's the thwart?
So, spend a resource...
Well, that's to heal, but you don't have any cards. Yeah, so it's whether you want to thwart or attack.
Thwart.
Thwart?
No?
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, that's fine. Get rid of this. Now, that's one thing I kept forgetting, that you actually get to draw a card. So when you have a yellow card and you're using it for power, you should honestly use it for her. Like, instead of using the yellow cards for power, like when you're using it as a resource, you'd rather just pay it on her. Or even, yeah, because then you get to draw a card. And then we're forgetting about this too, which is adding the yellow cards here to power that up as an attack. And now we need the attack because he's at 30. So you might want to start powering that up. All right, that's all you can do. That's all I can do. So let's get everything gets ready to begin. All right. And then draw back to our hand size. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I got swinging back. I got swinging back. All right. So he is going to attack me, which I don't care. I'm going to let him attack me because I have my my web thing. So he's going to attack me, which does 0, and then does this plus this, which is 6. But I'm going to backflip out of the way. Defense: when you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent that damage. Plus, he tried to attack me, so Spidey Sense kicks in, and I get an extra card. The funny thing is, she's actually a hero and a villain in this game, Black Cat, because they have her here, right? But then they have her, she's the one that's webbed up.
Oh.
Because she's actually an anti-hero. But she's not in... is she in our Marvel United box? I can't remember. I think she is in the Stretch Goal box. But she's just a hero, I think, in that. Alright. So that took care of that. So now for you, he's no longer going to blast through. So now he only does 3 again. You have the Hulk to defend, and you have yourself to defend. So are you going to have Hulk defend? Are you going to defend, or are you going to take the damage?
I'll take it.
Let's flip a card. Yeah, but at least I don't have to do that eviction notice. Or no, at least you don't. Yeah, at least I don't have to do the eviction notice. That's a pain.
No, it's a gift to the people.
No, but we're doing the bottom, so it doesn't count. You only do the top, remember, when it's the event. So that's 2. So he does 5. Yep. So you're definitely gonna have to heal next turn. I got rid of my bandages too. I didn't think we were gonna need them. All right. So event time. Luckily, we got rid of those though. That was good. So now we only get 1 event. All right. Hydra. Oh, that's good. I wanted you because you helped me get rid of. Oh, we forgot to increase this. Didn't we? I always forget. We always forget something. There's always something we forget. All right. There you go. What's yours?
Gang up.
So everybody's attacking you.
Civilian and each minion engaged.
But there's no minions engaged, so just Rhino attacks you. So you're not going to survive an attack. So you're either going to defend with Hulk or defend with Captain America or Captain Marvel. Well, if you want Captain America, we got to go in the other room and get him for you, though. So who do you want to? Do you want to? You defend with you. You defend for 3. Whoops! You hit the camera.
Sorry.
Stop. All right. So yeah, you currently can defend with 3, or you can just like Hulk take it all, which you'll probably get knocked out.
Okay, we'll keep that for me.
All right, flip the card.
Which
is how much? 1. So
4.
3, 4. That is just enough. If it would have been 0, Hulk would have survived by 1 whole hit point. Lo siento, Hulkito. Well, again, we lived. We survived to fight another day. All right, so you are now first player. You're going to need to heal. So is there anything heroic you want to do beforehand, I guess is the question. Oh, your relentless assault. Yeah, your relentless assault. Oh, you can do relentless assault for free because you have the power of aggression. Yeah. Power of aggression. Read power of aggression.
Double the number of resources this card generates while playing for an aggression. While paying for an aggression card.
Yeah, relentless assault is aggression, right? So what's that do?
Deal 5 damage to a minion. If you pay for this card using a fight resource, this attack gains overkill. Excess damage from this attack is dealt to the villain.
That's good because then that would attack him.
Yeah, so
well, you gotta pay.
You need to pay.
Right. So you do 5.
5.
Yeah.
To him.
So that does 3 to him, which knocks him out, and then 2 more goes to Rhino.
So I'll pay with the power of aggression.
Power of aggression. Okay. There you go.
That's 2.
Yep, that's 2. All right. And then what else you got to do? Anything else heroic action that's going to require you to stay in her form before you heal?
The action spent off this resource and discard this card to ready your hero, but
You're
she's
not
ready.
Well, what that would allow... I mean, yeah, you're going to ready at the end of the turn anyways.
So, I think we can have math.
Yeah, the only reason I think tenacity really... well, I mean, it's an upgrade, though, so you can add it permanently. Or, I mean, well, Avenger's Mansion. That's good, isn't it?
Exhaust Avenger Mansion. Choose a player. That player draws 1 card.
Oh, that's nice. So it's an extra draw. Wow, you got a lot of draw support. Holy cow. Alright. You're not going to play any of those?
No.
Okay, so are you going to heal?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, so now you can do all your card drawing. So you can draw 1 for her. And then you can... Well, that's if you want to do that or save it. For me. I don't know. Is that card good and you might want to play it with
your action. Deal 5 damage to an enemy.
You won't even be able to play that one because you're not a hero right now. So it's just whether or not you want to get 2 more cards. I mean, you're at 4. The thing is, you're at 4. So if you draw 2 more, you won't draw any at the end of your turn. Or you can leave it for me to be able to draw 1 on my turn. Oh, hang on. And then you did this because you defeated that minion. Right?
After you defeat the minion? Yeah. Exhaust intimidation.
Yep.
I'll remove 1.
No. That stays. Stays in place.
Stays
Exhausted.
It's support.
It's a support. So, alright. No? Alright. Heal.
Heal.
Oh, I forgot something before you flipped over. Something we always forget to do. Did you want to discard any of your lightning bolt cards to heal on this side?
Oh.
Which would be emergency or tenacity.
Tenacity?
That one's basically when he schemes. So like on the next turn, he's going to scheme on you on the next turn. I would not get rid of that one. He's scheming on you the next turn. If you want, I mean, you can either go to 8 hit points. He's not going to attack you next turn, so you don't have to worry about being attacked. But if you want to go to 8 hit points, you're good. If you want to go to 9, you have to get rid of that card. It's your choice. It's just math.
So I would need to get rid of these.
Nope. No. Okay. Ignore words. Just that. Just the yellow thing. If you want to. Do you want 8 hit points or 9 hit points?
I want 9.
Okay, so you pay that to get 1, see? Oops. And then you flip over to Carol, which it didn't impact anything. That's why I was going back, which then puts you at 9 hit points for Carol. And then you're going to save that for me? Okay. All right, so my turn. So I'm going to use your Alpha Flight Station to draw a card. So tap, exhaust your thing. Well, that would have been nice for me to have before you defeated him. The Spider Tracer attached to a minion. When attached, is defeated. Remove 3 threat. All right, I'm good. I got 9 hit points. All right, what am I gonna do? Oh, I got Daredevil. Daredevil thwarts. He does 1 damage. I gotta do my swing attack though. I gotta do my big attack. So I'm going to go ahead and use both of these. No, I'm not going to use these. I want to save these in case we get one of those other stupid side schemes. I don't want to get rid of those. So I'm going to use my web. There's 1. I need 3. That was 1. Get rid of this 2. And great responsibility 3. That does 3 damage to him, or 8 damage. I'm sorry, big boy damage. That puts him down to 20. It's almost like we're starting all over because, you know, he started at 18 in the first game. Wow. Or no, he started at 28 the first time. All right. I can't play Black Cat, and I can't play Daredevil. I don't want to use my surveillance rooms. Hint senses, that removes a treachery. Alright, so I can't play any of these guys. So your card kind of came in handy, but not really. So I appreciate you giving me 1 card. So I'm just going to attack this fight. That drops him down to 18. There we go. Alright. Unexhaust. Discard any of your cards if you want to, and then draw back to your limit. So I think you're at 6. I'm at 5. Ooh, that's good. I get a double. I got another intuition that I can give, that I can put on you. I'm really not needing to thwart right now, so that's kind of questionable. All right. So you're at 6, right? 6. So he attacks you first. Attacks me second. Oh no, he doesn't attack you. He schemes on you, which you can't stop him from scheming unless you have something that says stop him from scheming. But that's what emergency does.
When the villain schemes reduce, when the amount of threat placed on the scheme by 1.
Okay, so you want to play that?
Yeah.
Alright, so the scheme is going to go up by 2. You play that, so it only increases by. Oh, we forgot to increase it on his turn. That puts us at 7. And then instead of 2, you reduced it by 1, right? So discard that. That means it only goes up by 1. Like that. So we're at 8. That's fine. I got these. That's why I saved them, just in case. Alright. I'm at 9. I have no way to block it. The most he would do to me is 5 damage, which would put me down to 4. But if he actually tries to attack me on the next turn, if it's treachery, I can stop it. Can I afford to defend next turn? That's the question. I can heal next turn. I think I'm just going to take the damage. I'm just going to take the damage. Woohoo! Settle! So only does 3 damage to me. Alright, and then our 2 event cards, 1 for you, 1 for me. You get the top one, I get the bottom one. There we go. So you go first.
Rhino, when revealed, Rhino heals for damage. If no damage was healed this way, this card gains surge.
Yeah, well, he's dealing because he's not at max health.
4?
Yeah, so he's at back to 22. Wait, it could have been worse. Like whatever my card is. Keep down. Hard to keep down. Treachery. When revealed, Rhino heals 4 damage. If no damage is healed this way, card gains surge. Do I really want to waste my tenacity? Do I want to waste my enhanced spider sense on this? No, we can take that damage off. That's fine. That's fine. All right, so that puts him at 26. That was weird to get him back to back like that. Okay, so this moves over to me. He did try to attack me. Did I grab a card? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I did not. I got Avengers Mage. Alright, that treachery's getting kind of high. I do kind of need to heal. So I'm going to go ahead and... hang on, maybe do my heroic actions first. I have no heroic actions. Okay. So I gain 1 resource. I am going to heal with Aunt May, so that puts me back to full. They're not electronic. I don't know. I'm making electronic sounds. Which is fine. So I actually don't even need to heal with Peter because I have Aunt May. Good old Aunt May. And her bran muffins, or is it bran pancakes? Whole wheat pancakes? I think it's whole wheat pancakes. It's a running gag.
Aunt May?
Aunt May. This is Aunt May. This is actual Aunt May, not Aunt May from the movies. Aunt May, his Aunt May is actually kind of old. Like his Uncle Ben and Aunt May were quite a bit older than him when he was growing up, because they were probably in their 50s, 60s when he was in high school. Because she's quite a bit older now. But yeah. So we need that to go down. So I can't play Daredevil. And Daredevil would do damage while he is thwarting. I have 2, 3. There's no way I'm getting Avengers Mansion out, so 4. I get Daredevil. And then I have Black Cat. I can't use this, but I could give it to you. I want to hang on to this just in case. So I think I'm going to keep Black Cat as well. I'm going to keep this just in case. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to thwart with the Man Without Fear. That's going to do 1 damage to him. Thwart gets rid of 2. And then 1 damage to Rhino. And then PD kind of can't do anything. Like I can't even have him heal because he can't go above 10. So at least I got the extra freeze. Interrogation room doesn't help. This doesn't help because it's only to my hero. We're back down to 6. I don't think I need to use surveillance team right now. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm not going to use surveillance team right now. Okay, so it's your turn. That counts as 2.
Wow.
I got two photonic blasts.
But I need to be a hero.
Well, yeah. I mean, finish all of her stuff first. Remember, always do her pull cards, draw cards. You can draw 3 cards right now because you have her and the station. That's all you have. Okay. All right. And then you want to flip her over now? Do you have any that says she has to be in her form?
No.
Look at the cards in your hand.
No.
Nothing.
No.
Okay. So you're ready to flip her back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now if you want to hand me your deck, I'll shuffle that while you're going through your cards. Now you should have plenty to do those photonic blasts, I'd imagine. Yeah, so you go through your deck twice as fast as I did. I've still got like a handful of cards. Yeah, Cap Marvel, with this deck, she has so much draw power. It's crazy. Well, not even with this deck, her in general, because her card lets her draw, and then her Alpha Flight Station lets her draw.
Yeah.
Alright, so you need 3 for the one, you need 3 for the other. I mean, you've got plenty. I think you have enough to probably fire both of them off, don't you? Because you get to draw a card when you do it, too, right?
To play the photonic block. 5.
With
this with a lightning.
So you would need to use your lightning card to get to draw a card. So you do have 1 lightning, and then you have genius, which is worth 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you do those 2, all right, for your photonic blast. All right, and that does 5 plus you get to draw a card. See?
See.
Okay. Hopefully it's another lightning bolt, so you can do that again.
No.
Well, that's not helpful. We needed to do that twice. That's fine. It just means you don't get to draw another card. You can do it again, you just don't get to draw the card.
So I do it again.
Alright, so what 3 power? Well, you can't do that energy channel again because you already have 1 in play. That's limit 1. That's 1,
this one. Play career, choose a player, reduces resource cost for the next card that they place this phase by 1.
So it reduces by 1. I think we're too far into the game for that to matter as much. Was that 3 or was that... No, that wasn't 3. You need one more.
2.
I'd get rid of Avengers Mansion. That's 4 energy, and it's, I think, too late in the game. That's why I got rid of it. It allows you to draw 1 card, but you have so much draw power. I don't... Like, if we weren't playing your deck, I would say, yeah, Avengers Mansion is probably helpful. But for 4 to only be able to do... Yeah, I don't...
5.
To get 1 free card. Yeah. Squeeze down to 15. All right. And then you haven't even exhausted your hero yet. You're going to attack or thwart? You attack for 3.
Attack.
All right. So exhaust her. I don't know why I'm telling you to exhaust her, because we're pretty much done, right? Yep. All right. So refresh everything and draw back to your hand size. Hoping I am Petey Parker, so I get 6 cards now. Ooh, I got the swinging web kick. Oh, and I got tenacity. Problem is I can't play all that at once. All right. All right. We got our cards. It is Rhino's turn. So I went first. So he goes. Oh, he schemes to me. And he attacks you. So he schemes to me. There's nothing I can do to stop that. No, I have nothing I can do to stop it, unless you have something that can interrupt it. Interrupt a emergency, right?
When the villain schemes, reduce the amount for
by 1.
By 1.
Yep, so you can play that. All right, so Shadow the Past. So he would have done 3. You reduced it by 1. It's only going to do 2, so that was good. That was a good play. All right, so discard. And then for you, all right. So are you going to take the damage, defend from the damage? Do you have anything to stop the damage? I don't have anything to stop it.
I don't have to stop, but I can reduce the threat.
Oh, but you have first aid too. You can also heal yourself next turn. Oh, it's no chase him. No, but you can't use it. That's a response after you defeat a minion. So if you defend, it just means you don't get to do anything with Captain Marvel on your next turn. You can still do things with other people. If he does damage, I mean, again, the most he'll do is 5, but then we still have to do our event card, which could have him attack a second time. We don't know. Right?
Okay, so I received the attack.
You're going to take the attack?
What? 3?
Nope, 3 plus 2, 5.
Oh.
So 1 event for me, 1 event for you. All right. Or did I want to let Daredevil take that hit for you? It's too late. I think the Daredevil's got to take the hit for me. Oh, family emergency. You have to exhaust your character anyway, so it's kind of good that you didn't.
So
you either exhaust, which means you can't heal next turn. Which, well, yeah, you can heal. You can heal with first aid.
You might flip to alter ego form.
Correct. You have to be, because that's your family, so you have to go visit your dad. Right.
So I can.
Well, or you can draw another event card. Oh, well, that's right. You don't. Yeah, I mean, it's if you want to heal next turn. If you want to be able to heal, the most you can heal is 2 because you have first aid. But if you want to heal next turn, you can't exhaust yourself. That's what made us lose our first game. Is we basically said we're going to go ahead and exhaust ourselves instead of just taking another event card. But again, that other you've already still have an event card you have to take, which I can stop a treachery. I can help you out there. I can stop a treachery. If you want to take 2 event cards, or do you want to... Yeah, that doesn't go in your discard. You want to take 2 event cards, or do you want to exhaust and not be able to heal? I don't have my first aid anymore. I've discarded all my first aid.
I take... I know, I'm just at 4. I don't know. Not being able to heal?
Okay, that's fine. So switch. Yeah, so switch, and then exhaust. And then this removes this card from the game. Just, yeah, put it over on the side. Alright. Now... Oh, well, that was good. When revealed... That was a good lookout. So he's attacking you. Each hero gets 1 damage. Oh, I'm not a hero.
Am I a hero?
Not anymore.
So he doesn't attack?
No, we're not heroes. Yeah, okay, we're good. But he doesn't attack because he just came out this turn.
Yeah.
No. He's a minion. He's a bad guy. We gotta beat him up. We still gotta defeat him. Ooh. All right. So 12. Okay. So who went first last time? Me, right? Yeah. Hang on. Who went first? I lost track of me because I. Yeah. So you're first. All right. So you're exhausted, so you can't do anything with Carol. However, you are Carol, so you get lots of drawing of cards.
Okay, so he's 2.
I mean, Carol is 1.
What's the Carol is 1? It's a 3. And...
Alright, so you can only do things that don't require your hero. You definitely want to heal. You're going to want to do your first aid. That's like a kind of a have to do. So now it's what card you want to get rid of. You got 2 chasing downs. Alright, so that heals you 2. 2, right?
2.
Alright, so you're back to 6. That's better than nothing. If you put... Well, I mean, if you put Tigra out... Oh, she can't beat him up. Uppercut's 5 damage. That's a lot.
Is this like if I do the 3 to him?
Well,
I mean...
No, that's this one. That one's where it does the 3 to him and then 2 to Rhino. Yeah, but you have to pay with a... you have to pay with uppercut. Yeah, you'd have to pay with uppercut. Or, actually, what's Tiger? No, Tiger is science. Nah, that's when you defeat him, we get to reduce that.
I'm not a hero. I will have to put her.
Well, yeah. Oh, that's a heroic. Yeah, that's all you can do. Yeah, you can put her out.
Okay.
You have to pay 3.
See?
Yeah.
And then. But this one lets me remove.
Yeah, but that's only if you're going to defeat him, and she only does 2.
Yeah. I'm going to.
Yeah. She would on her follow-up turn, which would heal her. We really need to do big damage. We need to pretty much just keep attacking Rhino, but the problem is Shocker is going to attack you, so he's going to attack you twice. You're actually going to get attacked by Shocker and Rhino next turn. Oh no, he's going to scheme. He's going to scheme next turn because you're Carol Danvers.
Okay, so I'm paying this 3.
Okay, put her up here in the combat line. She's got to make sure she's up front, ready for damage. All right, and then what are you going to do with? Oh, you use this, right? What are you going to do with Tigra?
With Tigra, attack the minion. So this I can do after, right?
Well, you have to defeat it. You're not going to be able to defeat it with her. You'd be able to defeat it on the follow-up turn. Or I can defeat it on my turn. It really doesn't matter.
Will I attack them? 2.
Attack who?
The minion.
Okay. So that takes him down to 1. And then that takes you down to 2.
Right? And she sleeps.
And she sleeps. That's thwarting. Alright. So my turn. Peter gains a resource. Alright. This would be good. I want to damage him, or do I want to stop him from hurting us next turn? Well, he's only going to attack me. He's not going to attack both of us. We need to get rid of some of the threat because he's going to add threat, plus he's going to scheme, plus Shocker's going to scheme. Unless I get rid of Shocker. Alright. So yeah, let me do that first. I'm going to attack. Oh, no, hang on. I'm going to thwart with Daredevil. So he thwarts for 2. That drops him down to 1. After Daredevil thwarts, he does 1 damage to an enemy. So that gets rid of Shocker into the discard pile. And then because I did that, I can tap Interrogation Room, which takes us down to 5. Yep. That was all bueno. I don't need PD in that form anymore, so we'll bring him back to Spider-Man. Alright, so I think I'm just going to go swinging. He's only got 8 hit points left, right? Yeah, he's got 8 hit points. So I'm going to go ahead and tap both of my surveillances. So that drops this down another 2. So we definitely don't need to worry about threat on the next turn. So I'm going to do Swinging Web Kick for 1, 2, 3. So that is 8 damage. That puts him down to 4. Now the irony of that is, if you would have attacked him, and I would have attacked him with Daredevil, that would have been game. First response. After you play Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Add each card with a printed resource. Discard its way to your hand. Oh, that's decisions. Is he going to be able to kill us next turn? Yeah, I don't think he can. I don't think there's any way he can kill us. He might be able to slow us down a turn, but we should have this on our next turn. I don't think there's any way I can get this on this turn because she only does 1 damage.
When I can put it back as a hero?
On your next turn. Yeah, I don't think there's any damage that we missed. Yeah, I mean you can do that on your next turn. I can attack on my next turn. All of us are gonna be able to attack next turn. So I don't think Black Cat. I think I need to say Black Cat to interrupt the treachery card. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So you're first. So this is yours for the scheme. I have no way to stop that scheme, neither do you. So you can go ahead and reveal it. So how much is the scheme? Oh, hang on. Whoa. Put that back down. Okay. Ready everything up. Draw back to your hand size. Which for you is 6 now. I always forget to do that step. I don't know why. It's just so hard to remember. Like, I think of drawing all the cards at the end of the round, right? Like before your turn starts. But you draw before, so that way you can maybe get some cards to help you on your defense. It's just weird. It's just kind of backwards that way. All right. That is yours for your scheme. Okay, so you just raise it the scheme. So how much you can do it now. Unless you got something to stop it. I don't think you did. I didn't either. Okay, that's fine. All right, so it is, what's the number on the bottom?
0.
Oh, it's none? Okay, 0. So he just goes up by 1. Oh, that's good. And then he attacks me. I'm at full health, so I'm going to take it. 0. So that takes me down to 7. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, Rhino, you're going down. After you kind of figure it out, like the first time we played, like it just seems so hard. And then we played the second time and we beat the level 1 easy, and then we actually beat the level 2, and I'm like, okay, kind of getting the hang of it. And now it's like same thing here. It's like we kind of got the hang of it, I think, to understand what was going on. Okay, so that is your event card. All right, what did you get?
You're confused. If you're already confused,
okay.
discard
No big deal. I don't care. Yeah, confusion. No, that's not your discard. That's his discard. Stop stealing his cards. You're confused. I know.
Really confused.
I know you're confused. That's what he said. You're confused. And for me, charge. Oh, forced interrupt. When Rhino attacks, gains overkill. It says damage from an ally. But that's okay. He's not going to get a chance to attack. So we are muy bien. Okay, I get to go first, which means I get to beat up Rhino. I get to beat up Rhino. I don't even need to play any cards, guys, because I mean that's game. So Daredevil attacks for 2, right? And then Spider-Man attacks for 2. So
that's 4.
That is 4. So 2 plus 2 is 4. Conjunction, junction. Oh, no, that's a different thing. But there we go, guys. That was like that should be like, yes, we beat him, but it's like we knew we had him beat the round before, so it's kind of anticlimactic. The big one was when we played our first game. He had 11, and I calculated I could do 11, but I was 1 resource short because I was counting one of the attack cards as a resource, so I was off by 1. And what's bad is Audrey was going to give me a resource, I think with either her draw card or something. And I said, nah, just go ahead and draw it. I think I got it. So she ended up using her Alpha Flight to get a card that didn't help and whatnot. But yeah, so this is fun. It's interesting. If you guys want to see us play more Marvel Champions, like I said, I do have a list of the order and the heroes we're going to play in. Let us know down in the comments. We can make this our normal Thursday game until we get through everything, because we have everything, all of the heroes, all of the villains, all the decks, and it's fun. This is much higher level than we're used to, and I hear they just get more difficult from here. Like sometimes it does take multiple times to beat it. I think most of the villains are about like a 70-30. I think some of the later villains get to about a 50-50 win ratio. And then I think Guardians of the Galaxy, I've heard it's the other way around. It's 70-30.
Wow.
70% of the time you're going to lose. Now, they don't know if Star-Lord and Gamora are going to make that any better. We got those coming in. And by the time we get through everything, we'll be able to play those. I should have an unboxing of all the decks, all the different things. If you guys want to see more Marvel Champions content, you guys know what to do. Hit subscribe. Bell notifications. Comments. Shares. All that YouTube stuff. Until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.